ain't cool now, don't give me the fucking red ass damn country ass motherfuckers. I swear to God, what the hell are you trying to do to me? You're trying to piss me the fuck off. Well, you done it now. Alright, so after my last TF2 video, I opted to look around at other people's opinions on skins and found, to my surprise, that a majority of the most popular opinions on skins are negative. Right now, I got a real case of fucking red ass. So the first common viewpoint is that TF2 skins deviate too sharply from the game's art style and are too confusing for new players. I wholeheartedly disagree. A grand majority of the skins added to the game so far are quite in line with the aesthetic, with the worst of the offenders added only in the most recent Warpaint collection, like Jazzy and Miami Element, but even then, they don't deviate too sharply, only by about 20 years. I've seen people make arguments for others, namely those from the Pyroland collection, but even then, their pastel-y appearance and bright colors match canon scenery from the Pyroland updates, so to me, that's not deviation at all. And, not to mention, that the brightest of the skins are so rare that you're hardly ever going to see them in game, and you know, they're not so common as so to give you that headache that's going to make you just have a seize up that the skins are deviating from my precious games. Okay, you might say. But the color changes due to skins confuse new players as to what the weapon is or what team they are on. Alright, so get this. If you see an enemy player, you will treat them as an aggressor, regardless of what weapon they have deployed. Sure, it might take getting hit once or twice before you know what they're actually using, but if you have a hard time seeing what the weapon is after the fact, or at most after dying once to that person, then something else is amiss here. You would treat a soldier nearly the same if he was using the reserve shooter or the shotgun, or a demo man using the sticky jumper or stock sticky launcher, etc, etc. Skins are meant to be flashy, different from stock. They were designed so people would want to buy them. If Valve stuck to the core art style of the game, do you really think that they could design things that people would want to buy? The more grabby the skin, the more likely someone is going to want to spend the money on it, or the chance to get it. It's shit. So why else do you think Valve added skins to the game? Because we asked them to? No, they did so they can earn more money, but more on this in a bit. If you still just can't stand skins, well, there's a handy little feature called DX8 or mods, which can just turn skins off from your game. Voila, skins are gone, and they aren't glaring you in the face anymore. Easy fix, bam. The appearance of skins and how they affect the game's visuals is purely subjective and not grounds for their dismissal as negative. If you don't like how they look, then that's fine, but that doesn't mean that they suck or detract from the game overall. The last point made about skins, and the one that really gives me the fucking red ass, is that skins are hard to trade. Tough shit, dude. You can't sell them, don't buy them, don't trade them, don't fuck with them. Unusual weapons, stranges, and plain skins have their own market, and it thrives mostly through the community market and third-party sites. The market is there, you just need to work harder to sell them. I've done it, and I do it. Skins weren't added so you can earn more money off of a free-to-play game's items through buy-sell-trade. Allow me to repeat myself. Skins, unusuals, and items in general were not added so you can earn money off of a free-to-play game that is Team Fortress 2. They were added so Valve can make money. Fuck, this last point makes me so fucking mad. Do you know the single sole reason why this game is still alive? It's money. Team Fortress 2 is only alive because it earns Valve money. Once it stops doing that, we're cut off. We get nothing from the devs or Valve. We will be completely on our own as a community, absolutely more alone than what we think we were in the past with the developers. Valve is first and foremost a business. They want to earn money, your money, by keeping you hooked on the content that they publish for their titles at a price. Skins, hats, campaigns, updates, and all of these other things are actively implemented into the games that Valve develops because they know that consumers will want to keep spending money on it. Not solely because the players asked for it on Reddit for 8 months. They will add buy-in content that will please the largest amount of people possible. The only reason why Valve has pruned us from the great Gabe and Vine is because TF2 still earns the company money, but just enough for the branch to not wither. How do they earn money, you ask? Well, it's items, microtransactions, the money that we spend on hats, unusual skins, campaign passes, every transaction on the community market or in-game store. It all goes towards fueling the engine that keeps this game alive and running. And who buys the fuel? We do! Why else do you think they added buy-in kill streaks and reskins and hats and everything else? TF2 is a free game. I'll repeat that. Team Fortress 2 is a free game. So what is Valve going to prioritize? Mechanical changes to make players happy, the competitive scene, maintaining the game's aesthetic, or more things for us to spend money on? Obviously the lattermost. Yes, they must address everything in order to keep as many people interested in the game as possible and to prevent losing its few precious moneymakers, but in between these no moneymaker updates, they have to keep the gears greased, and there is no better grease than cash. And of course they're going to release more things for us to buy and deviate from what we think the artistic style or mechanics of the game should be. It's their moneymaker, not ours. Of course skins are going to be flashy or else people wouldn't want to buy them. But once the cash flow stops from a game, so does the work on that game. It's dead. Done. No more support from the company on that product. That's how a company works, and many of the players of this product do not realize that. How fucking dare someone have the audacity to complain about not being able to earn money off of a relatively new aspect of a 10-year-old free-to-play games item system? TF2 is alive because we keep spending money on it. And if you are suddenly appalled that the devs of this game added something for free, mind you, that you can't earn money off of, that's just flat out greed. The game's active market earns Valve enough money through transactions that they receive a cut of, not through trades. Just because a new feature of the game doesn't readily facilitate easy trade for a certain part of the economy doesn't mean that it negatively affects the game as a whole. We take it for granted every day that the servers for this game are still up and running for us to play on. We take it for granted every day that we can make videos and express our opinions about this game. We take it heavily for granted that we can rag on the devs for making a change or implementing features we don't like ugly skins or improper balancing in our eyes. I do it too, and I forget to put myself back in the line and be grateful that Valve's employees even look in our general direction anymore with how we behave. I'm out of points to make and I got nothing else to say aside from these are all my own fucking opinions. You don't like them, that's fine. Hate me, I don't give a fucking shit. This is just whatever the hell I think about why people are complaining about TF2. I don't fucking know.
Why ask for permission when you know you can't have it? Not until my name done travel the damn planet, damn it. Panic, I'm planning my last album and handing them out back. You ballin' without stacks and calling you out, Jack. You following with no catch and all of the day's work. Borrow the same patterns, hop in a late train, hopping the same things, no passion, burning, fighting without fighting. God